What goes on, guys? We're back here again with yet another review, and today we're taking a look at something that if you asked me a year ago if these would be made, I'd tell you no. We're going to be taking a look at the brand new Masters of the Universe times Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles of Grayskull, Donatello, and Leonardo. Yeah, this is a real thing, and it's pretty damn cool. I saw some people complaining about it, like, oh, this is stupid, it doesn't make any sense. Do mutant turtles or men who pick up swords to get jacked make sense? I don't think so. This is what toys are all about, and I'm totally here for it. If you don't like some of the designs, that's fine. I disagree, but I can understand that. For people who are saying it doesn't make sense and it's stupid, you're stupid. But I really like the way that these look. You get to see some swap out parts here. On the back, you can see the barcode for Leo, and then here's the barcode for Donnie. Now, I will only be getting the turtles because I have to have some level of restriction in my collecting life. But so far, Wave 1 had my two favorite turtles, so I'm okay with that. And then Raph comes in Wave 2, and they did say Mikey is coming, essentially. So I'm down for it. I'll wait for it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and open these bad boys up. So getting these guys out of the package, I think they look awesome. These designs are awesome to me. Like I said, I don't know how people don't like them. I think they're really, really cool. They're not perfect figures, and I will talk about things that I personally don't like. I get that it's part of the Origins appeal, because if you don't know, these are based off of, like, Origins figures. Like, a lot of these parts are reused from Origins figures, and that's totally fine. That's the whole point of these things, but there's just things that I don't personally like, but the designs are great. I think it's a lot of fun, and people are nuts for not liking it. So we'll go ahead and start with Donnie, because I do think I like Leo a little bit more. Taking a look at the head sculpt here, I love that, like, man-at-arms Donnie head sculpt with the helmet. The metallic purples work so nice on this. And Donnie's my favorite turtle, and Man-at-Arms is one of my favorite Motu characters. So I think it's good that they went together. So again, you get this matte purple for the bandana and his eyes, but then you get like this metallic-y purple, and that looks good. You get some band, like a band on there. You get some silver punched in. Like, there's a decent amount of paint on this guy. If you want to take these off of his ankles, which I might, because I hate separate pieces. I'll talk about that in a second. You do get some purple on the straps there. You get the He-Man loincloth, because apparently nobody wears pants in Motu, but in Eternia, I guess. Get some silver there, and then you do get the shell. It looks pretty cool. I mean, this does come off. We'll talk about that more in accessories. And you get the shoulder pad, which pisses me off. My biggest gripe with these figures between Leo and Donnie is I hate separate pieces on my action figures that are not glued in. I know people like the swappability, and that's fine. And for those who like that, I like that you have the option. But for me personally, I hate when things feel finicky. Like when I'm scared to move it around because it's always gonna get moved. So I will be gluing those down personally. But what are you gonna do? I think he looks pretty damn cool. As far as accessories, he does have the removable carapace, but then he has like a sculpted shell underneath. So what is this? So this is a new upper body, obviously, because they have the plastron sculpted on and a little bit of a carapace on the back. He can hold the shield. I don't know what side he's supposed to. I think he's supposed to hold on this side because the other side has armor on it. But bring the arm out. Have him hold that. Kind of loop his hand in there. Boom. Got himself a shield. Donnie ain't messing around. And then he also comes with like the man-at-arms weapon. Like the big staff looking thing. It's like Man-at-Arms' weapon, but it's a long staff. That's really good for Donnie. That looks awesome. Totally okay with that. And then he does come with the comic book, which it was a cool, fun little read, so go ahead and do that. But yeah, I think that that's a good amount of accessories for this character. I think it looks cool. I do think these are a little pricey. I mean, these are at $20, and I get that it's now you're paying 2 licenses, but you know, I think 15 would have been cool, because how much are Origins these days? Because I remember I've only bought 2 Origins in my life. I got the original He-Man and Battle Cat when they first came out. That was when I first started collecting action figures, when I was getting out of Funko Pops. And I thought they were the shit. Like, I thought that they were super cool, a lot of fun. And then I slowly realized, wow, these kind of suck for me. I know, like, a lot of people like Origins, and I think Origins is pretty cool. But how much are they these days? Let me know. But taking a look at articulation. Also, one thing that's a little weird. I'm going to show this off really quick. So because of this, like, a little instruction manual, and all these parts are, like, removable pieces, is what it says. Can somebody explain to me how that works? Because it says that the pelvis is a removable piece, but that belt is sculpted on there. So what does that mean? Like pop out the legs? And the head is also removable. But then, like, what does this mean? What does the arm mean? Like, I'm confused. I think it maybe is backwards. Like, non-removable parts are highlighted. I have no idea. Like, it just... Can somebody explain this to me? It just doesn't make sense. Taking a look at articulation for Don. Head looks up, down, pivot side to side, and rotate. Shoulders go upwards that much. They go down. They rotate all around. Just kind of got to maneuver it. Single jointed rotating elbow, and then the wrist swivel and hinge. No diaphragm cut or anything like that, just a waist twist, and that's fine. I don't really care about that. Hips go outwards that far, they go down. What the hell? He'll kick forward, not very much back. No thigh cut. Single jointed knee that rotates, and the ankle goes all the way up and all the way down, and you pivot. So it's pretty cool, but at $20, we could have just got an Origins figure at that point, don't you think? 25 bucks, I would have taken an Origins figure, or an Origins Masterverse figure. Could you imagine if they do these with Masterverse? Ooh, man. Now taking a look at his leaderish brother, Leonardo. This is a lot cleaner of a design, and he's a little bit more fun to play around with. The shoulder pads are still annoying. Like I said, I hate that personally, but I like that they're different skin tones. I think that that's cool. I hope all four brothers are different skin tones. And he just is a lot, like, more toyetic. How's that sound? He's more toyetic in the sense of like parts and swapping, but this is more, okay, maybe this is more action figure-esque, and that's what I'm here for. So you do get this like overlay of like fur on the back. I love that. I love this head sculpt. Kind of was reminiscent of the Super 7 design for the Turtles. I like that a lot. Get these nice metallic parts on them. I love the metallic blue that they used. Looks very nice. You get the metallic blue for the loincloth, and of course, you know, it's got to be furry under there. And then you do get his boots, which don't make sense at all. I didn't really realize that on Donnie, but like, his foot just comes out of the thing. You know, like, why wouldn't they just sculpt? These feet are new. They could have just sculpted some straps on the bottom of the feet. It actually bothers me a little bit, but not that big a deal. I like the gunmetal gray. Different gray. I don't know if that was intentional, but different gray. But he looks good. I like the blue colors on him. The blue-green contrast always looks good, and I like the metallic that they did. The bandana sculpt is also very nice. He does come with an interchangeable shoulder pad, I guess. Or maybe this goes on his wrist. I don't know. The less interchangeable, like, floaty parts, the better for me. He comes with the same comic book that Donnie does, and he also comes with one of these instruction things. Again, I think they have it backwards. I think these are non-removable parts. I don't know. Let me know. I'm very confused about that. Please somebody tell me what that means in the comments. And then finally, we get his sword, the power sword, but it looks like a katana. That is super cool. And, you know, you're probably like, well, Leo has two swords. Well, this boy, like true He-Man fashion, does split. It splits a lot easier for someone with nails, because I do not have nails. I'm terrible with biting my nails, as you guys probably know from all my videos. But it does split into two, and you can have them holding half the swords. I like that a lot. I kind of wish he came with just two swords, because I like Leo having two, but now like they're like flat, so if you don't angle it right, it looks weird. But hey, you know, I get that that's what they're going for, and I don't like it personally, but I can appreciate it. It's cool. The articulation is as follows. Head goes up, down, pivot side to side, and rotate. Good amount of head movement. Shoulders go up, down. Rotate is there. You just got to maneuver it. Single jointed elbow that rotates, and then the wrist swivel and hinge. Not the right hinge. Waist twist. Hips go out. They'll go down. Heel kick. Well, oh, is this what this means? Okay. So they do pop out at the torso. I don't know why you'd want it to do that. I guess if you want to take this blue part off, but okay. I guess that's what that means. Okay. Hips go outwards that far. They go down. They kick forward, back. Single jointed knee. That does rotate. And then this calf does rotate as well. I'm sure if I pulled that off, that would come off. Donnie's probably does the same thing. And then the ankle goes down and up and pivot. But I still don't know what they mean by the arms come off. But I don't really care, because that's not something I'm interested in. But yeah, so I guess if you want to take the torso off for some reason, you can do that. I don't really see the point in doing that. Let me know if you're going to. But Articulation is exactly what you'd expect for something like this. These are Origins figures, so they are on the shorter side, but, I mean, they're turtles, so maybe they're in scale, but 6-inch still. Here they are next to the NECA Toys King Kong, along with the Fortnite Jazzware Series Peely. Here they are next to the McFarlane Dark Knight Returns Batman, along with the Hasbro Marvel Legends X-Men Series Darwin. And then here the brothers are next to the Hasbro Marvel Legends What If Series Zombie Captain America. So some of you may be wondering, yo, wait, what are your final thoughts on these figures? And I gotta say, for the most part, they're pretty cool. I don't want to say they let me down. They're just not as cool as I had hoped. Like they're very nice for what they are. They're just not that fun to play around with, and it's because of those loose pieces. I hate loose pieces on my action figures. And again, I know that is not for my demographic. That's for the people who grew up with the original figures and like to swap their parts and everything. But for me, just give me an action figure. I'm buying it to play around with it. If I'm getting frustrated from an action figure, what is the point? What is the point? So I think it's cool. I just think it could have been executed a smidge bit better in terms of glue. Glue was essential here. But the aesthetic is very nice. The articulation is what I expected. You know, I'm not upset that the articulation isn't like a Masterverse figure or something like that. If you want to give us Masterverse Turtles, guess who's sitting here waiting for it. But with all that being said, at a price point of $20 a piece, which I do think is a little high for these guys, I'll go 7 out of 10. I think there's a lot to like with them, but they could use some work. So with that being said, I believe that's all I got for today. If you have not already, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also be sure to follow me here on Instagram, TikTok, and Letterboxd. I post a lot on all of those apps, and I have a great time, so I'm sure you all will too. But as always, let me know. You coppin'? See you guys in the next one. Peace.
What goes on, guys? I wanted to hop on here again and thank you all for watching, and to let you know that if the following apps interest you, feel free to follow me on them, as I put the links in the description for you guys. I really appreciate everything you all do for me, so DM me with any questions or thoughts. I'd love to sit and talk with you all. Again, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.